Ever pondered the intriguing world of Google user data? How does information from Scopes wind up being utilized? Today, we dive into that fascinating journey, unraveling the process one step at a time. The adventure begins with a simple request. When an application requires access to Google user data, it sends a request. This request is not a vague, open-ended query, but a specific one. It's like asking for a key, not to the entire house, but to a particular room. This is what we call scopes. Scopes define the exact access the application is requesting from Google's user data. Imagine it like a library. The library is Google's user data, and each book, each page, represents different types of information. Scopes are like library cards granting access to specific sections of this vast library. Now, once the user approves the scope request, Google issues an access token. This token is like a unique, time-sensitive key, granting the application access to the specific user data it requested. It's a delicate dance of permissions and approvals that ensures user data is protected and only accessed when necessary. But the journey doesn't end here. The application, now armed with the access token, can request the relevant user data from Google's servers. It's like using the library card to borrow the book you need. Yet, it's not a one-and-done deal. The access token has an expiration date. Once it expires, the application will need to request a new one, ensuring a continuous cycle of checks and balances. So, what happens with the data once it's in the application's hands? Well, it's used to provide a personalized user experience. The data can help tailor the application's services to the user's needs and preferences. It's like reading a book and gaining knowledge that can be applied to make life better. To sum it up, the process starts with a scope request, the user approves, Google issues an access token, the application uses the token to access specific user data, and finally, the data is used to enhance the user's experience with the application. And that, dear listener, is the fascinating journey of how Google user data from Scopes is used. It's a tale of requests and approvals, tokens and data, all working together to create a more personalized and efficient digital world. Remember, it's not just about accessing data, but about using it responsibly and effectively. It's about transforming raw information into meaningful experiences, one scope at a time.